Here we are, 4 days into 2025 on a Saturday. I am in my, excuse me, book and media store, and I'm closed. Today's Saturday. Did I say that already? It was a good day today, and I got a lot done. And I was able, at the end of the day, to put everything out for the next week, which is what I love to be able to do on Saturday. I mean, I would prefer it to be so busy up until the second I close that I can't even put anything out. And that's the goal. But it wasn't like that today, but that's okay. I'm still able to get everything out. All the media that I put out, all the books, all the records, all the CDs, all the DVDs, Blu-rays, video games, even cassette tapes, so that they are ready to go for next week, so that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday can be focused on continuing to sort through the rest of what I have to sort through here, listing on eBay, and then if I get through with everything, all the sorting, then I can start the process of organizing here in the back, even, more efficiently, etc. And today I finally, obviously finished the records the other day, yesterday or the day before. And then I finished off all those books that I had left to go through. And I finally got to dig into the Time Life CDs. Now, I already had 2 big stacks of Time Life CDs, specifically certain sets. One of them being this one here, which is called the Rock and Roll Era. If you have been reselling CDs for a long time, or if you're really into music from the 50s and 60s, then you're probably familiar with these. Some of them just have 1 year, like 1956, 57, etc., 58. I think it goes up into the 60s. It's 50s and 60s. And you're probably familiar with them. Definitely, if you get big palettes or gaylords of CD, mixed media, or even just CDs, you're going to come across a lot of these. A lot of Time Life CDs in general, but especially these. The other one is Classic Rock, it's called. That's the other big lot that I had ready. So this one, I had 50 CDs, all different from this set. And then I had written up here that there was 3 that I was missing. I was missing an Elvis, 1954 to 61, and then I was missing one that was 1955 to 56, and I was missing a Dick Clark's Christmas CD. But it turned out that from all those stacks that I had here, those stacks that I had over here, which is all of this stuff, which was all Time Life, turns out that aside from a bunch of duplicates, I had the Dick Clark Rock and Roll Christmas CD, the Rock and Roll Era from Time Life, which is awesome because number one, this CD on its own on eBay gets around $20 to $35 depending on the condition, depending on how many are up for sale at any given moment. Right now, I think there was only 2 or 3 for sale, and because they're more scarce, I don't know why they're more scarce. They go for more money, and there's just not that many for sale that often. So it's not a super high value CD. It's not like a $50, $75, $100 CD, but it is about a 20 to 35, maybe 40 if you found a sealed copy, that'd be awesome. But I would say about 20 to 35 in that range just by itself. So by including that in this set, it makes it much more valuable, not just monetarily, but to someone who's wanting to collect the entire set, the entire series. When they know they already have this one and they don't have to go out and spend $20 or more for it, then that's going to be a huge selling point. So I was really glad that I had come across that. I didn't even realize it. The other 2 I looked up. I could buy one of them for about $10, including shipping. I don't remember which one it was, but one of these. And then the other one was a little pricier. The other one actually is mostly just available in other countries. So, but those 2, I don't think it's worth it for me to buy those 2. I think I have plenty here. It turns out now I have 51 individual CDs from this set. My previous research said there was 53 in the whole set, but I saw someone who had a listing on eBay currently saying that they the entire set is 54 CDs, and they have 53. They're just one shy, and they're selling theirs for $429 free shipping. That's right, $429 free shipping. It has not sold yet. So if there's actually 54, then I am still 3 shy. But having 51 is still really awesome. And looking at the solds, which is more important to see what has sold, there was a set of 34 of these CDs that I believe it sold for like 140 bucks. There was another one that was right around that range, 35-ish, that sold for $179.99 plus shipping. So imagine I have 17 more, including the Dick Clark CD, and we're looking at being able to ask for a lot more money. So I'm going to ask for a lot of money for it, wait it out, see if I can get what I'm going to ask for. I'm thinking in the $300 to $350 range, because the other 2 CDs are not as valuable individually. They don't cost as much individually as that Dick Clark one does. So, and whatever the other one is I'm missing, I'm not sure which that one is. But we will see. We will see. I won't be photographing it till beginning of next week. But anyway, that was a fun little journey. And then I've started, I've broken all of these Time Life CDs basically down. Well, just separated them. They're different, right? Like this one's Golden Age Country. This one's Teen Years. This one's Body and Soul. Super Hits. Living the Blues. Sounds of the 70s. So all different types. What I'm doing, though, is... So then I have this box which is already organized based on the different sets. So I'm going through those, pulling those out, seeing if I have, comparing them, see if I have any here. If I do, great. Then I find out whether it's worth it to sell it as a set, which usually, unless it's a bigger set or I have a lot of them, it's not. But there are going to be some where you might only have 5 or 6, basically less than 10, and it could still be worth it, especially if it's close to being complete or complete. What I'm end up doing is I'm putting a bunch in my store. These are really good collections, so putting a bunch in my store, and then this here is the growing pile of what's going to end up being the Time Life CD lot on eBay, which is going to be a big one because trust me, a lot of these I'm probably going to put in there. And I have duplicates, which is the bigger reason. So now I'm creating a second of the rock and roll era here. And I'll debate. I'll see about whether it's worth it to sell it on its own, because I have a lot of duplicates, and a bunch of those will go in my store, and some may go on eBay. Well, definitely go in this pile here. But anyway, so that's where I'm thinking, what I'm thinking, and there are some Time Life CD sets and series that are definitely worth some good money if you can get the entire set, complete set, or very close. There are some really valuable ones, so it's definitely worth it to build some of these sets, not all of them, but to find out the more profitable ones and to build those, right? If you have the space, if you have the time, or rather, if you have the space and you have the patience to do it, and really it mostly makes sense if you're buying large quantities of CDs, either getting gaylords or pallets of mixed media, or you are just buying locally in bulk anywhere you can find CDs, because the cost per CD is much lower. If you're going to thrift stores and cherry picking these CDs, it's probably not worth it. There's 51 CDs. If you paid $1 each, it's not bad, right? 50 so bucks into potentially a couple $100. That's good. But the chances of you finding those, it's going to take so long because you're not going to be able to look at enough CDs and get through enough. So keep that in mind. But again, if you're dealing with bulk, it definitely can be worth it. So once I get through all of that, which is going to take some time, this is what I'm going to be working on next week. I have some stuff to list on eBay. I'll probably list some stuff tomorrow, Sunday, and whatever's left on Monday. And then I'll continue to work on these sets, these lots. And once I get all those lots together, then I will list what I have on eBay. And then I'll be in a position, assuming I finish that next week, to start organizing and getting the whole space better and ready for 2025. So that's where I am. It was a good day. I was able to get through a lot. Some new people came in, some repeat customers came in. Didn't get any new donations or trades or whatnot. However, there was a couple people there was somebody yesterday that came in that had like 10 boxes of books, but they didn't want to, donate or sell them yet. They weren't sure. They had asked somebody. So we'll see. Things like that are happening. They're percolating. And I'm pretty sure that I'll get more next week. Although I won't be working here Saturday next week. I will be working Thursday and Friday. And tomorrow I'm going to be meeting with somebody to buy 50 Blu-rays for about $70. So I need more Blu-rays. I'm glad I'm able to do that. And by the way, that was through Craigslist. So I'm kind of rambling right now, but Craigslist is it's been great for me still, despite, even though there is, OfferUp and there is Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist is still really great. People that have used it for many, many, many years, like myself, still go on there, still list things to sell. And I think it's really good. I had someone come in today who saw a Craigslist post ad that I put up for my sale. That works. I've gotten multiple new people coming in that way. So don't thumb your nose at Craigslist. I know it's around since the 90s, and it still looks like the web page still looks the same, but it still works. People still use it. And for the most part, it's free, aside from like job postings. But yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Or it's actually not the weekend right now. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.